Hello everybody, welcome to the podcast. This is The Disconnect. My name is Kyle. This is Pasha. We're your hosts for tonight. We're joined by Justin.
Okay.
This is our very first podcast, so we're pretty on edge.
Woo! Yay!
Yeah, boy! So, we all met in high school. We went to, I guess we probably should not say the name.
We all went to the same high school, but me and Kyle met afterwards. I believe Kyle and Justin have met in high school.
Yeah, we met in like grade 9.
Yeah.
That's a funny story. You want to tell that story? You want me to? Okay, sure.
Details.
It was a wonderful day. It's probably like 3 or 4 months into grade 9. So I'm like 14. He's 14. We're like, you were 13?
Yeah, I'm 13.
You were
I'm
13
probably
in grade 9?
My birthday's in November.
No.
Jesus, you guys didn't know
I
that?
mean, I guess.
might
It
have
depends
been
when it
just
was.
turned 14.
Man, I don't remember. It was probably sometime in the fucking fall. You were like 4'11". I was like 4'9". We were tiny. We were at the mall. I ordered some McDonald's. I had some fries. I was sitting with my other friend Michael. I believe it was Michael. Michael and David.
No.
And little boy comes around. Little boy Justin. And he does not sit down. He does not say hello.
No, I sat down.
No, you didn't.
I kind of did.
No, you didn't. You reached over me and you took some of my fries and you started munching. And you just didn't say anything. You stayed there.
Ooga booga
And then I was like,
Justin.
does anyone know this guy? Does anyone know who this is?
Well, you
And
knew
then
me,
I
like,
did not. We had no classes.
Well, I knew Michael or whatever.
You knew Michael, but you didn't know me.
I guess.
That's why I was asking. I was like, Michael, do you know this guy? He's like, yeah, this is Justin. I was like, okay, Justin.
He didn't even know
Do
me
you
that
want
well
some-
either.
do
He
you
just
want
knew
some
my
fries?
name pretty much that day.
Wait, so
So you met Michael the same day?
Yeah.
That you started eating my food?
Well, yeah.
So this
It's
random
weird.
Asian fuck comes to your table. It was like, goes ooga booga. I'm gonna
Yeah.
eat your fries.
Yeah, basically, pretty much. He just
Uh,
helped himself to a handful of my fries. We let him sit down. It's not like I didn't reject him.
Then you started just playing with food also that exact same day.
Yeah, wasn't that the day that didn't I like pour orange juice through the middle of the
Right down
table
the
or
middle
something?
Of the table, yeah.
I mean,
You
okay,
put
it's
the
grade
tissues down
9.
there, you put the fries down there. Put some juice
I
down there.
don't condone this
And so you
behavior.
knew
I
him?
was 14.
And you knew him from another friend, Michael, right?
What about him?
You knew him
Wait,
from
wait,
another
wait.
friend, Michael.
I didn't know him.
So how'd you meet Michael then?
I met Michael in class.
Wait, so like,
I think it was like
did you guys
geography.
have a common friend? Or-
no.
No?
Like he said he knows Mike. I didn't even know he knew Michael yet. I thought you would just.
I
just
had math
came
class
to
with him, probably, but I wasn't like eating lunch with him every day or anything like that.
He was just an enigma. He was a character,
Oh shit.
Yeah. but he became part of the party.
But also, like, I'm pretty sure I hung out with you that lunch,
You did. We were hanging out
And
like
then-
you sat and we were just
and
fucking
then
around.
like after school, like, cause I think math class was the last class we had. I followed Michael, and then he followed you, or like he met up with you, and then we all just went to your house on the first day that I met you.
You went to my. I don't remember you going to my house.
I think that was the day I met. It was either that or like the first week I went to your house already, basically.
Probably. I mean,
Yeah.
we were friends from that point.
Wait, then it
forward,
just
so.
means that you guys were friends for what?
It's been like 7 years or something.
7
No,
years.
well, more. Like
2014.
9
8
years?
years.
You're like
9 years.
22, right?
No, I'm 21.
Oh, okay. I thought you were
No. So if we
7
met in grade
eight.
9, that was 20.
Probably.
Oh, that was
That was
2016.
2012.
2016.
When did we start going to high school?
2012.
You said
We
he
graduated
was
2016.
You said he
We
was-
started in 2012. Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, so it's like
2012.
8 years.
Yeah, you said he was 13 years old, right? So
Yeah, that makes sense.
8 years.
That makes sense.
Damn.
That's a long ass
Crazy,
time, dude.
man.
Yeah, you never really think about how long you know someone until you think in terms like that.
Do you ever like search up movies from like you think it was like a long time ago, but then it was only like 2 years ago?
Oh
Like
no,
what?
I actually watched.
Or do you ever
really
search up
old
movies from like 2012 and you're like, that came out in 2012 and that movie came out in 2012 too, and they felt like decades apart when I watched them in theaters.
I
you
feel
know
like
what
the
I mean?
movies I watched recently were like so closer than they actually are. So I feel like 2003, 2005 movies were I watching like 2010s.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Maybe that's
Yeah,
when you
that's
did
probably the
watch
case
them.
though. I mean, I don't remember shit from when I was a kid watching movies. Like, I watched the original, not the original. Like, Okay, it was like the 2003 Godzilla, and it was awful. But I remember watching it, and it was not in 2003. In 2003, I was like 4 or
Yeah.
5, like 5 years old.
Yeah.
It was probably 5 years later. I'm not really good with movie dates. But like 2012, what the fuck came out in 2012?
2012.
Yeah, I'm assuming 2012 came out in 2012.
A lot of things. Like a lot of
Maybe
Batman,
Madagascar?
Dark Knight Rises.
Dark Knight Rises came out in
No,
2012.
the Dark Knight, the second one. No. Actually, that came out in 2008. The last one of the trilogy came out in 2012.
Yep.
That felt like so weird. It's not
Yeah.
an 8-year-old movie to me. Like,
Yeah.
I remember watching that in theaters like yesterday.
Are you
With my parents.
are you excited for when you're an adult and you have kids and you can be like,
Yeah,
yeah,
of course.
I was there when the original
course,
the
of
Dark
course.
Knight came out. I saw it in theaters.
Yeah.
You
I don't-
kids think you're cool with Batman Beyond like 16? I saw the first one.
I
In
mean,
theaters. So Batman
Really?
Beyond.
is it really that big
Batman.
of a deal though?
What the fuck is Batman Beyond again?
The
That's a
first
cartoon.
one. Oh yeah.
It's
That's
the
the red
cartoon.
one. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I did watch the cartoon when it came out.
That was a good one.
I was
Yeah.
thinking of Batman Begins actually. That was the first movie.
Yeah, that live action one.
Yeah.
Who's Batman in that one? Is that
Still Christian Bale.
is it Christian Bale?
Yeah, this is the first one in the trilogy.
Are you sure it was Christian Bale?
Batman Begins, yeah.
I think it was the other guy. I honestly,
Okay,
I don't really watch.
Can
live
we
action.
talk about like how bad it is that if you watch a movie, right? Like any particular movie, there'll be bad audiences, right?
Yeah.
But have you guys ever went to a cinema theater
Oh
with
god,
a-
I think I
A
know. what it is.
cinema theater? What's
where
that?
you watch an anime movie?
No.
No, because you went without me.
I've never even seen those on
It's
the posters.
so fucking
Stinky.
terrible. It's
Yeah.
maybe it's probably particularly in Canada and US. Like well, we watched it. I watched
Because of, like,
the new My Hero Academia movie
How
in
long
the
ago was
theaters.
That
Oh, it was
must
like-
have been like 6 months ago,
It
probably.
was like a few months. Well, yeah,
the
not
theaters have been
6.
closed for at least.
Maybe
Actually,
like
you know what?
Yeah.
It probably was 6 months ago, to be honest.
probably 4 or 5 months, maybe 6. Yeah, maybe. But like, okay, so I went with my brother Gorby, and what we did is we sat down, right? But right prior to that, as we entered the theater, all we saw is a bunch of fucking 12 to 14-year-olds sitting surrounding
with
the entire theater. It's nothing was wrong. I was like, it's just that I got a
Watching
bad,
a
I got a
cartoon
bad
movie.
vibe right off the bat. I'm like, okay,
Let us finish.
we sat down, right? We started watching the movie. I didn't expect this watching an anime movie, but first off, it was dubbed, and fuck you if you
You-
watch dubbed.
We got the tickets for the dub. Why are you surprised?
I didn't know it was dubbed. But okay,
Dude, it's a
You wanted to read-
Funimation production, of
You
course.
wanted to
Okay.
read
Dubbed.
subtitles
That's
in the
fair.
theater.
And
Okay.
it's for Canadians.
Okay, I could,
You thi-
I could let that
Yeah.
slide. Okay,
Okay.
but the
Don't
word.
watch dub. I don't condone it. I mean, you just made a
Yeah,
mistake.
yeah. Okay, dub is okay, right? I can let it slide, okay? But the worst part was the fucking audience. It's fucking 12 to 14-year-olds constantly like cheering whenever the minor the character makes the most minor reaction. We're like Bakugo, right?
Yes.
Goes out and like makes it like almost like a tsundere sort of reaction towards
The guy-
Deku, and it's like the entire crowd goes
Yes!
cheering.
Yes,
I was like,
Queen!
Are you
Yes!
fucking?
Oh my god! Oh my god, it's
Would you
Bakugo!
shut the fuck up? Let me just watch the damn movie. Like, it was so fucking bad. I could not.
I've never been in an audience like that. I think the closest thing was probably I saw Knives Out like last year.
They actually
And-
reacted.
and-
like,
and
Knives
the-
Out,
and
what's
the-
that?
It's like a thriller drama,
Okay.
mystery film. It was really good, but
Is it by the
the like it wasn't obstructive the crowd, but they were like reacting with gasps and people were like muttering. They were trying to like figure it out.
It's a
But like,
scary movie. isn't
I
it?
don't know what the fuck I would do. I'd probably throw some fucking hands with
Well,
some
that-
13-year-olds. Like, oh my god, Bakugo. Oh, he's bae. Bitch. Shut the fuck up. I'm trying to fucking watch My Hero Academia movie. I'm
No,
20 years old. I don't have fucking time for this.
They were actually reacting as if they were in there. They were like,
What
the
the-
audience was?
yeah, they were almost like they were in an actual.
Oh,
Wait,
wow.
okay, what was that movie we were watching when every time there was a little joke, some guy in the crowd would be like,
Oh my god, what was
It's like
that?
some Marvel movie or something, right?
Was it Spider-Man?
I think so.
Did we see Spider-Man
yeah, we
together?
did.
Multiverse? Not multiverse. Into the multiverse. Right? No, Into the Spider-Verse. Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck, am I gonna forget that?
I think it was the live action one or something stupid like that.
Wait, there was a guy
Wait.
that was like
I don't know. It's been
Yeah,
a
there was
while,
some
man.
guy in the fucking audience, and every single time there'd be like a little bit of jokes. Like Spider-Man would be like, "Oh, I pooped in my leotard." And they would go, "Yuck, yuck, 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 yuck," and it would keep going. And you would keep going, and it was like so distracting that we actually remember it more than the actual movie.
Oh man.
That was good.
I remember what do you call it? We started laughing not because of the joke, because this guy's laugh was just so
Yeah,
stupid,
yeah.
you know?
Dude, that wasn't funny.
I remember what do you call it? Like near the end of the movie, you would just start imitating him when he would be doing it. You would be making some dumbass
Yeah,
noise
you were
too.
trying to calm me down because you were like, he's gonna hear you. Well, fuck if he hears me. I can hear him, and he's like half the theater away from me.
Wait, so how far was he actually? Like,
Dude, he
that
was
the
nowhere
idea.
near us. He was like in the back of the theater. We were like in the front.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was like a light year. And it was like, yuck, yuck, yuck. He said penis. Yuck, 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 yuck.
I mean, the Spider-Verse movie was not even that funny. It was like
I don't think it was the Spider-Verse. I think it was probably Far From Home.
Far From Home.
Yeah.
But none of those movies are even funny,
Like,
good,
there's
or
some-
anything. They're not
there's
even
some, like,
interesting
chuckle
anymore.
humor,
man.
but-
It's not even
Yeah,
interesting
there's
anymore.
it's not exactly comedic. There's suspense.
Hey, look,
it's
man.
action.
If you want to like laugh during a movie, that's totally fine. But if you're gonna laugh like fucking Goofy from Mickey Mouse, can you please watch it at home? Because
Bro,
it's so annoying. It's so distracting.
bro, it adds to.
Okay,
adds
to be
on
honest though,
Bro.
it probably made the movie better.
That's onto the experience, you know, the sticky floors, the
Yeah, that's true.
kids right beside you kicking your chair.
Yeah. That's all part of the experience.
Do you get any food ever in the theaters or not?
I try not to. The theater food is usually so bad.
Do I look rich to you?
Yo, every,
I'm wearing H&M. You think I'm rich enough to buy a fucking bag of popcorn at the
Oh,
movie theater?
Yo,
No, that's just gold.
every time, what do you call it? Even just drinking a little bottle of water in the theater, I just go to the washroom like 4 times during the movie. It's just ridiculous.
Out of the sink.
What?
Oh, he's saying you have to go to the bathroom more during movies than ever.
Exactly. Like, I don't know
Oh,
why.
Yeah.
okay.
And you like, I usually get like either the water
Yeah,
cup
yeah.
from them, like the free one, or I bring my own water. But you're right. It's always like at the very climax of the movie,
Well,
and you're like, you can't hold it anymore. You're like, guys, I have to go to the bathroom. Tell me what happens, and you come back and like half the cast is dead.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. The people in the movie theater usually don't care whether you bring in food from outside. Like you can bring
Oh,
it in the back.
Every time,
Yeah. So,
every
like,
single time.
You could always bring in some
Junior
chips or, like-
chickens.
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
egg.
Whole ass Chinese food
So-
platters. Yeah. And you just eat it. You just eat it like out in the open.
Yeah. So like my favorite.
And
thing
then
is,
afterwards, you just throw it under the seat.
my favorite.
No, you didn't do that. We cleaned it up.
Are you?
Oh, I don't know. Sometimes
did you
we
do that?
would,
Are you
sometimes-
one of those people
sometimes
that
we would
throws
leave it.
trash in the fucking
Justin.
theater?
Well, like sometimes, what can you do?
I always clean up everything.
Oh,
Unless,
Brad.
like, I've
Come
kicked over
on.
drinks. You can't clean it up, right? Cause like, I'm not gonna like lick the fucking floor.
Remember that time someone like Michael or something dropped a toonie on the floor? He spent like half an hour looking for it.
You spent the whole time.
Are you serious?
Afterwards, yeah.
Yeah.
He dropped it in the beginning, waited till the movie is over, and he's like, "Where's that toonie? I gotta find it." He's thinking about it the whole damn time.
That's funny. I haven't really gone to the theaters much with like Michael. I've been to.
We used to
Never.
go.
Yeah,
we
we'd
used
go
to
like
all
every
the time.
weekend on our bikes after school, everything
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was like a mainstay.
Which movie?
What
which
is it?
theater
$5
did you
movies
go?
on
Promenade.
Tuesdays.
Usually Promenade. Before it was Rainbow Cinemas. That was the best fucking cinema. Because you could go to the bathroom after your movie, stay there for 10 minutes, and then go to another movie.
Remember that
There
one?
was no security. Except for this one time where another friend of ours was like fucking around too much in the bathroom, throwing fucking like wet paper towels. Wear your masks, people. This is why you wear your mask in public.
Stay at home, wear your mask.
Stay home.
But yeah.
You're good? You're good?
No, I heard of that. It's like,
You heard that story before?
no, it's like, just that, like, you know how Ryerson, some Ryerson
My bad.
students' lectures are going on in the theaters, right?
Yeah.
And so, like, there's some people that will, like, stay after the lecture and,
And
just
go to
go
a movie?
movie hopping whole day.
Dope.
So, like,
That's fucking dope.
some of my friends there, so, like, you probably know them, Victoria and,
I'm-
Ashley.
I like vaguely. I've never met them.
Okay, yeah. So they did that a
Never
couple
met
of
them. They
times.
went to
They
the
were-
same school as you.
I never met them
Oh.
personally. No.
They basically just like stayed the entire day inside the theater and just went from movie to
Sounds like
movie to
fun.
movie. Yeah. It was
What was our record? We saw 3 movies, I think. It was a whole day, 3 movies.
Did you guys buy supplies or something to like to snack
Yeah.
on?
Yeah, yeah, we had a shitload of food.
Okay.
That was the same day.
You know,
I don't remember.
that
Was
time
about
those 2 guys got caught throwing toilet paper in the washrooms.
Yeah.
They only got caught because it's not like some customer was complaining that we were making too much noise or anything. It was actually because the goddamn security guards actually taking a piss at the urinal and just turned backwards and saw
They were
what they were doing.
it was the dumbest fucking situation I've ever been in.
Wait.
Cause like we didn't even go, right? We just went to another movie after that.
No, we didn't leave with
Okay.
them.
Yeah, they
That-
got kicked out
I
and we
I
stayed.
remember what movie we saw. We saw Man of Steel afterwards, and then it ended halfway because of a blackout, and then they gave us free movie
Yeah,
tickets for the next
yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah.
And
was
we
a
got free movies
blackout?
again.
So we watched 3
Yeah.
movies and got a free movie.
2.5 movies.
Another
yeah,
free movie.
2.5 movies.
Yeah,
And they
2.
gave us.
There was a
I mean,
blackout in
okay.
a movie theater.
It was a Man of Steel.
What was that
No,
about?
not too bad.
What's that?
That happens sometimes. Like
Blackout in movie theater?
Like city blackout.
yeah, like
City
there's-
blacked out, and the Pure City
Damn.
Yeah.
got cut off for
Yeah.
like 15 minutes.
I mean, it's normal where I come from. You know, there's like a
In
blackout.
In Bangladesh.
In Bangladesh, if you live in Bangladesh, you would know. It's like there's gonna be a blackout probably every 4 hours.
What the
Every
fuck?
day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that,
every
dude,
day.
that's because the entire city is
For
powered
how
by
long, though?
hamsters.
5 minutes? 2 minutes? What?
It usually for about an hour.
An hour.
Or if it's like a short one, it will be like
The
5
hospitals
to
and
10
stuff,
minutes.
they just die.
Dude,
Okay.
no, grandma's on life support,
Yeah.
and then the fucking power goes out.
There's
and
no
you're like,
life support in
Damn,
Bangladesh.
I'm sorry.
There's just not.
I'm sorry.
kind of a.
Wow, bro, we
Infrastructure
do
is
live
bad.
in we do be living in a society though.
They just keep rolling
we live in
blackouts.
a
You know what?
Society, bro.
This may be controversial, but I think that Bangladesh should move from hamster wheel electricity technology to probably hydro
No,
or coal.
We got
At
no
least
water.
coal.
We got no
no,
water.
they actually made a contract with Russia for some nuclear power energy.
From
They're-
Russia.
Yeah.
Russia's had a very good track record for nuclear power.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they're still
Nuclear
having
weapons
issues.
too,
They're
yeah.
still having issues somehow. I don't know how.
It's Russia.
Boris, make sure you don't
Isn't
unplug the
Bangladesh
red
and
one.
Russia like
Bangladesh is in good terms
like
with so many
thousands
countries.
of miles apart?
Yeah, but like if you have
They
good
just send. They
international
just send it by
relations-
email.
hey Putin, give me some power or out right now.
Is that what you're?
Yeah,
Who's the
Jesus
leader?
Christ.
they just
You need some more water?
they just nuke them with some batteries every once in a while.
You
Yeah.
just send some double A's.
Yeah.
Well, everything in Bangladesh runs on double A's.
Pretty much.
Jesus Christ.
You should hear about the import tax as well. Like,
They're high.
it's okay. Depends on what it is.
They have to import everything, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
So like, if
Really?
it's a car, there's usually like a 200% import tax.
200.
200%.
Wow.
Yeah, because
So what, your car's
Wow.
worth $1,000, you have to pay $3,000 for it?
Yeah. So all you see in Bangladesh are Toyotas.
Toyota's
Every-
not a bad brand.
It's not a bad brand, but like,
If a Toyota costs $20K, it would cost you $60K.
Yeah.
Buy it.
But people in Bangladesh don't
ranges
have
from-
cars.
it ranges from 100 to 200%. So it depending on dealership you go to. So, and like the car and like. you know.
Forgive my ignorance. Bangladesh is a country, right? It's not a
Yes,
city.
Yes.
Okay, which city did you like? You didn't. You
Dhaka.
lived. I know you went
The
to
capital
Dhaka.
city,
That's the
yeah.
capital city. Do like most people have cars?
Motorcycles?
Or because I like from what you told me, there's rickshaws, mopeds, and then like shambling
bikes.
people in the street. Like that's it.
Well, not okay. Considering
and
the
the bus.
population, not everyone has a car. The reason is because
How's
Because
the
they can't
public
afford it.
transportation, though? Is there
$60,000
subway systems and stuff like that, or nah?
there's no subway. There are trains. There are no subways.
You know what they do? You told me-
Train hopping?
Have you seen people in Bangladesh and India hop on trains?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they,
It's
grab,
like a
they grab the
shit
wire.
ton of-
Yeah, the
Yeah.
people are hanging on the bars on the side of the train.
Yeah, you can fall off at any point.
How about the, how about the
Yeah,
guys
yeah,
that
probably
grab the
happens,
wire
yeah.
and they get electrocuted or whatever? and
What?
fall?
The wire.
No.
Yeah,
The
There's
top of the
yeah,
like up
I've
here.
seen people like touch the wire and then they get.
Yeah.
There's no
How many
wire.
volts
there's
is
just-
that? Yeah, that kills you.
destroyed.
That's you're dead.
There's no wire. There's only rails.
Oh.
So,
It must be so different. In Bangladesh, what do they do if someone dies on the tracks?
they'll just do nothing.
Really? Because here, like,
They
they
just let
stop
the
everything.
they just
Someone
let the
falls
animals
off,
clean 'em
someone
Oh yeah,
dies,
they'll
it's a suicide
they'll
or something.
stop the train But like
they
they'll-
stop the train and they just like sweep it off, right?
Yeah, probably just sweep it off.
It's so fucked, dude.
Wait, so if someone dies in the city, they just leave the body there rotting for days?
Like, what are they? No, they're not
I
gonna.
think they
They'll
clean
probably
it.
just move the body, move on.
To an alleyway, or they move it to like a facility, like a.
No, it's like they'll probably
They move it to the
they'll leave it
hamburger
there until
company.
somebody notices and like
Oh.
reports it, because like they'll just leave a
Crazy,
blind
bro.
set a blind eye, so
It's crazy.
they're just not gonna do anything. It's like people.
It's not good. It's not good, man. I wouldn't want to go on vacation with my family and like see a
But
bunch of dead guys.
shit is really cheap in Bangladesh. So if you're going on vacation, I was like, if you go
I
to,
don't think it's like a good place to go
if
right
you
now.
go
You
to,
just said a car is 200%. How could everything else be cheap?
The food is like
the
not.
food is- the food's
costs
really
nothing.
cheap.
Pennies on the
Staying
dollar.
there,
Yeah.
like staying there for
Kind of
living is
is
really
like-
cheap.
Yeah, like how's like the hotel
No.
pricing?
The hotel pricing,
It's probably the same, you know?
What
depends-
is the food though?
Depends
Like,
on the hotel you go to. I would recommend. I forget the name of the
Marriott.
Hotel
the
California.
but there's one really big hotel that everybody goes to.
Trump
Reddings
Towers.
or something.
Walmart.
Reagan's.
Yeah, Walmart, bro.
Reagan's.
They just give you a bouncy castle. You can just sleep in there. Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay, I think we might be planning a
But
new trip. Dude, fuck Japan.
Wait, so what kind of food is cheap there? Is it like steaks and stuff there, or are you talking about
Oh.
local foods? Or
dude,
Steak.
you get the
Wait, you can't eat steak.
you can't eat steak.
Okay,
No,
never mind. I'm
You
being
can't eat
racist.
pork. So there's no pigs there.
I retract my statement.
pigs?
So
I thought you guys can eat
not in
beef
India.
in India.
Because India, according to Hinduism, you can't eat.
What's the
cows.
main religion in Bangladesh?
Muslim. Islam.
Oh, it's Islam. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so you can't eat pork. Wait, can Hindu? They can eat pork.
Hindu also. I don't think they can eat. Pork.
So they can't eat beef or pork.
Yeah.
So they can eat chicken
Chicken and
or
fish.
mud,
Or fish.
Fish.
or or fish, or bugs.
Or eggs. A lot of them are
Eggs.
vegetarians. So there are a lot of Indians that are vegetarians, like because Hindus, right? And
Yeah,
so-
well, it's like a
You know, I
peaceful
had the weirdest
religion.
friend that was like, he used to tell me he's vegetarian, and he also used to tell me he's vegetarian, 5 out of 7 days a week. So it was like
was it for
one day you would
ideology's
have
sake
a
or
chicken
for?
sandwich, and the other day you would have a salad.
What?
It's
Just a varying
What the
diet.
fuck? Was he doing it for like the ideological?
I think he
Route,
was-
or is it
I
for
think
health?
his parents were, and he was like trying to get into it,
Okay.
but like I don't know. The guy was just really stupid, so I couldn't really figure out what was
Is
going
that
on
one
in his
recording?
head.
That is recording.
Yeah.
Would you like me to check?
Yes.
Yeah. it's fine.
Might as well.
It's off.
What?
It's fucking off. It's dead.
that's what I thought. I looked in the mirror and it looked like it was black.
It's fucking dead. Okay, should I like? one of those.
Did you like pause it and replay it? No, so it really,
I didn't do it.
I don't think no. So like you could like just in case.
I don't know how long that's been dead.
Yeah. I mean,
It doesn't matter.
we
We'll
could
check the
always
footage.
just like use that. Oh, well, sorry. That when it was there, right? Maybe. I don't know.
For you guys, yeah, we'll have to, but it'll just look a bit. I mean, depending on when it died. It could have died 2 minutes ago.
Mm.
It doesn't matter.
Just get back on track. That was. Jesus. The clock is
Is that
broken.
right?
No,
it's
that clock is
8:14.
dead.
I don't
It's
know
just
what
a
time it
clock.
is. Doesn't matter.
How long have we been going for on those ones?
28 minutes, I think it was. That one's gonna be longer.
That's an hour and 14.
That was recording since we were
That's
messing with this shit.
that had like 45 minutes of extra footage. This one's like 28, right?
This is 30.
30 minutes. 30 minutes.
That's pretty good.
Whoa, we made it to the 30 minutes anniversary! Woo! 30 minutes straight talking to each other.
Yeah.
We haven't killed each other yet.
Yeah.
Alrighty, boys. Back
So
on topic.
speaking,
So,
Of traveling.
had a little bit of technical difficulties,
Asshole.
just saying. One of our cameras died.
Is that really necessary?
I'll just like explain to the audience what happened. One of the cameras died, and so we're gonna just adjust some angles.
Keep it
shit
brief,
happens.
bro.
Shit happens.
Shit happens. It's our first podcast. Give us some room to work with. We're really sorry. Won't happen again, hopefully.
So sorry.
So yeah, we were talking about Bangladesh.
I've never been.
Oh, we.
Actually, I would at some point like to go to Bangladesh?
Yeah, you
Because you
should.
guys invited me.
Yeah, I'm sure
Yeah,
99% of the world's population have also never been to Bangladesh.
Well, no,
I think I know someone who's been.
Bangladesh
That's
is like,
not them.
you know,
It's
Bangladesh
one of
is
my,
like number
Jewish friends.
7 in highest populations, right?
Number 7?
Yeah,
Seriously. What's the population?
7 and 8 last time I checked, which is a
70,
long time
78
ago.
What?
7 or 8 last time I checked.
7 or 8th place?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
top
what's the
of-
population? It's like
I don't remember.
a couple hundred mil, or is it a bill? No, it can't be
Obviously,
a
the
bill.
people from
I'm gonna
Bangladesh are
It's
gonna
not
go to
a
Bangladesh, but people that are born outside
I know
are
that-
probably not gonna end up ever going to Bangladesh.
That's true. Okay, but like, I could go to India, but I don't know anything about India, and I have no reason to go. But if I went to Bangladesh, I could
You
go
don't
with
know
them.
any.
It is.
You could also say you know nothing about Switzerland. What's the reason?
I could go to Switzerland. I'm just saying, like, my connection to Bangladesh is stronger than my connection to Switzerland.
It says 161 million.
That's
Okay.
quite a lot of people.
Well, in 20.
So America is like 350 million, right? America is like number 3.
Probably.
I think.
You want me to check the rating?
No idea.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, fuck it.
I'm pretty sure China and India are quite close with like 1.1 million.
Yeah,
bill,
probably.
1.1
But
billion.
the problem is, have you seen the comparison between how big the line of space that has Bangladesh in comparison to India?
Yeah,
Which is like
yeah.
huge.
Well, they're
And-
both vastly overpopulated.
Yeah.
The,
And,
the
like-
poverty rate's crazy.
Well, we're like not far behind India, and I was like,
In poverty.
oh yeah, you know, it's all
In
my
fun.
blood.
You're behind them in poverty or above them in poverty?
We're probably above them in poverty. We have higher
Oh,
poverty rates.
wow.
So
Well, India's got the tech industry going for them.
no, that's true.
They got all the tech support.
Well, all the well, Bangladeshis like have the highest grades of. You know,
Really?
like if there's a good Bangladeshi that has like really good grades, they're just gonna go to another country.
Yeah.
You know our prime.
Like Gorby.
Yeah.
Yeah. See,
No, no, no,
you know
no.
our prime.
Oh, no, no.
You know our prime minister's own daughter is studying in the U.S. instead of like the
That's what
actual
Well,
country.
that's what every.
Like all
Yeah.
the most
Yeah.
prestigious
Yeah.
schools are.
Yeah,
are
so
abroad.
if you're sort of middle to high class in Bangladesh, which is
Isn't that's called the brain drain,
Yeah.
right? That's what that concept's called.
I don't know.
It's like basically the country,
The highest
the
skill.
all the higher IQ people with skills leave the country because there's no opportunities.
Well, it more
so
it
all
depends.
the smart people leave, and then all that's left is like the uneducated people. So
Yeah.
that's and then poverty rates increase, and
There's that,
economy
but it's
suffers.
also it's more of like their. I think it's more dependent on their wealth though, because I'm a fucking dumbass and I'm around in Canada.
yeah. Well, you're an artist.
So
Well, I don't think you'd be doing worse in Bangladesh.
wow.
And like, I don't mean to. I don't. You know. Okay.
People don't just leave
if I
countries.
were-
I think you're smart, dude.
Yeah, if I were
You'd be
in
fine.
Bangladesh, I would have to go into something like architecture and engineering, something like that.
Yeah, but you'd be learning Bangladeshi architecture.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm sure that the curriculum is not.
Huh.
Yeah,
It's not on the like same level.
yeah. So
I mean, but the education system has nothing to do with the travel.
does
So
it
like,
travel? Yeah.
like if I'm gonna go to Bangladesh, it doesn't matter how good their infrastructure is, because I'm just
Yeah,
going there
just like
to chill.
Yeah.
Just
But I'm
like-
gonna be eating some.
try
Some shit.
we'll probably have a car going everywhere, so like we don't get
I am
robbed or
not
anything.
fucking driving
No,
on
no,
those
no.
roads.
You're not driving.
Renting.
We're-
Are you shitting me?
We usually have a chauffeur, right?
Chauffeur.
Because it's really cheap to hire one.
A
Like
taxi
a
driver.
rickshaw or an actual car?
An actual car. I probably wouldn't let you go alone. Not alone.
I'm
but,
not
like,
going
Is
in.
this
No,
guy a taxi or you
I would
lives
no, no.
with
get
you?
killed.
The reason I wouldn't want any of you guys to go on streets is because there's a lot of crime as well.
Pickpockets.
So like you might get, especially if you're white, I mean, there's a good chance you might get.
Wait, what's the
robbed.
difference between a chauffeur and a taxi cab driver or whatever?
Oh, as in I have a car. We have a car, but we have
There's like a
chauffeurs
dedicated
driving us, right?
And they just live with you, and they just
No, they like come to work every morning, to come to our building every morning, and like they do stuff for my dad.
What if they don't? What if you
Oh,
don't need to be
you
driven
have
everywhere?
dedicated people for your work.
Yeah.
Oh, so that
like,
that
my-
would be much.
The chauffeur drives my dad around to work, and my dad around to any other place that he needs to go,
Mm.
and maybe
So you're-
sometimes do
it's like a butler.
deliveries to the airport.
It's like the,
What
it's
if
like
he
the guy
doesn't
from
have to go
Parasite.
anywhere that day?
Parasite?
Yeah, remember the dad from
Oh
Parasite?
yeah,
He was-
exactly,
he was
exactly.
a chauffeur.
What if your
So-
dad doesn't go anywhere that day? What does he do? Just the driver
He will just tell him you can take
Just
a day
picks his
off.
belly button lint at home, I guess.
What kind of car do you guys have?
We have a couple. We have a microbus and
What's a microbus?
microbus. It's like a
key car.
Is it like the 3-wheel
It's
car?
like a no.
It's a van.
It's kind of like a bigger van. Yeah,
And what's the other car?
with like more seats.
Is it like the
and-
Who
Mystery
makes it?
Machine?
Who produces
Like
it?
that?
Yeah, but with seats and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
a Mystery Machine has seats.
Uh,
So it's not like a big white van.
it is a big white.
It's a big white van.
It's a-
Is it,
big
is it
white
as
van.
wide as the
It's a
ones in
big white
Canada or
van.
no?
It's a van. It's a white mystery machine. Yeah.
Dope.
Is it as wide as the ones here, or is it like slimmer, like a?
Like a lady.
It's pretty
Yeah, I
much the same as a regular car in terms of
Who produces a
brightness.
microbus though? Which company?
Is it Volkswagen?
It's Toyota Noah.
Toyota
Toyota
Noah.
Noah.
That's
What's that? What's Noah?
I found that's the what do you call it? The model.
Okay.
Oh,
So
And the other one?
and the other one we got one before we left. I don't remember what exactly it was.
and how much?
The
did you pay
Bugatti.
for-
It's not.
How much did you
Bugatti,
guys pay
yeah.
for?
It is not. It's a
Toyota
Toyota,
Noah?
but like I don't remember which one it was. What?
How much did you guys pay for a Toyota Noah?
I don't remember. So long ago, dude. I haven't been in Bangladesh for 8, 9 years.
You haven't visited?
I don't-
I thought you.
I haven't visited. Oh no, wait. I have visited once. Once. And that's it.
7 years.
7
You
years.
Sounds
started
about
high
right.
school here, or you started middle school here?
I did like end of high school here. So like I came here in grade 9. Yeah.
That's not the end of high
No,
school.
sorry,
He's
not grade
younger than
9.
us.
Grade 10. Sorry.
Keep that in mind. Like we wouldn't have really known him. We didn't know
That's
him
not
in
the
high
end of
school.
high school.
Grade 10. Grade 10. Sorry, not grade 9. So yeah.
So we were in grade 11.
But grade 10 wasn't 7 years ago for you, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I stayed a year over in high school. So and so what was it?
Wow.
9, 10, 11, 12, and then at 13, right? That's 5. And I took a year off college, and I got into art fundamentals.
Oh, okay.
So that's 7 years.
Right down the drain.
Right.
Yeah, right down to drain. So
All right,
hopefully,
let's pivot the conversation back to traveling, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay. So Justin,
Yes.
let's talk Japan.
I love Japan.
I love Japan too. I would have
Me
loved to
too.
go to Japan
Ah,
this year. What happened?
March 1st, right?
because
May
these
1st.
fuckos,
May 1st.
somebody didn't wear a mask.
March. No, wait, May 1st.
It was
yeah,
May
yeah,
1st.
you're
May
right,
1st. May 1st.
And
May 1st to June 31st, right?
Kyle, could you
Yep.
tell us what happened and why couldn't you go?
So, picture this. It's November 2019.
That's right.
Me, Justin, 2 other friends buy tickets to go to Japan for May 1st, 2020.
and
it
how
was
long
gonna
were you
be
planning this
epic.
for?
We've been planning it since probably the summer of 2019, right?
We've been talking about it for years.
We've been
at this
talking about it for
point,
years.
yeah.
We started planning it in the summer of 2019. At least, let's say, we had a whole itinerary. We taken the entire fucking year round. Based itinerary. We were gonna go hit up. Where were we? We were gonna land. So okay, so let me run. So we got the tickets in November for a good price. May
600
1st.
Canadian.
$600.
Round trip. Holy mackerel.
Landing in Osaka,
Yeah,
staying there for a while, hitting up Kobe, I think it was.
That's right.
It's been such a long time. I don't even remember where we were gonna go. It's so depressing. Anyway, coronavirus. Slap in the face. This is like, let's say March,
and the
maybe
entire
February.
summer was canceled.
February comes around. There's shit going on in China.
We were
Fuck,
still- I
everyone's
was still
coughing.
gonna go. Like, you guys were throwing in the towel. I was like, I'm headed on that plane if they're not.
Ah, yeah.
around.
The whole time
Yeah,
Justin
yeah,
was
the whole
trying
time,
to
yeah.
use loco. He's trying to get us to fucking go.
Well,
Not only to Japan, he wanted us to go to Hong Kong, the center of conflict of the entire fucking planet.
Holy shit.
I wasn't gonna do that. But
Could you
so we
imagine-
were like coping. We were like,
Could you
okay,
imagine?
maybe we can still go on our trip.
Could you imagine if we actually went, right, and would be stuck there?
We wouldn't be.
I think we
it
would have been
died down,
deported.
literally.
Would we?
Would we?
No, we couldn't.
We
couldn't
wouldn't be able to leave, right?
Well, it was too
We
late.
mean you're not going.
Well,
You weren't there.
Yeah, I wasn't. I
You
wasn't
were
going
gonna
to go because I wasn't in the right financial state. So
Actually, well, like we wouldn't have
Well, now
been
you
there
are.
anyway.
Now that you got your serve money or
well, I
stimulus
still
check.
still got to get my citizenship, right?
Oh,
So
okay.
I didn't. Yeah, my citizenship
Well,
didn't even come in time.
They'll come to the next one. maybe. I mean, we were talking about it.
Yeah, we really want to go next year if this shit improves. So we'll see.
We'll see what happens. I don't know. The world's in turmoil. But I don't think we would have never gone on that trip ever, unless the coronavirus literally didn't exist.
Yes. So.
Because basically the world locked down in March, and our trip is in May.
Yeah.
Right?
All the shit hit the fan.
I stopped going to class in March. My mom wouldn't even let me, and I think that the public transit was shutting down. The world was going nuts. The cases were like an all-time high, I think, in March.
Yeah.
And then things started dying down, like steadily.
Well, cases are high now.
The cases are pretty low in Ontario right
in
now.
Ontario, yeah.
Yeah. Because, like, in Ontario, they take a lot of precautions at like, workplaces and mostly in public.
Yeah. So
And also, like, the average person is a bit more intelligent.
It seems like people are letting off the gas nowadays. And,
Yeah,
just letting
that's
it slip.
true. But in Ontario, though,
Sure.
do you know any, like, specific, like, parties or cases that people are getting sick at?
People just get drunk every day
Well,
on the
I know
street.
they're-
Like at the clubs, nightclubs,
The cases
bars,
are, like, one-
lounges.
I do know there are
All
parties
patios are
going on,
opening now,
especially
yeah.
in Barrie.
Oh my god.
We
Yeah.
know it happens
Yeah.
in Barrie.
Oh my god, dude, that shit's so stupid.
We know some people that
It's so aggravating.
have gone to parties in Barrie.
I want the world to resume spinning again. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to go out to an actual party and not have to worry about getting
That's
sick.
true.
But like,
It's not gonna happen for
when
at least
people in
2
Barrie
years.
are like, "Oh, I need to get laid this week. Go to a party."
Does it even happen for
Fucking-
them, man?
Did they get laid?
Yeah, does it even happen?
I'm not gonna name drop.
Barry.
They're gonna develop some new virus that transfers sexually.
They're gonna get the berry virus. They're gonna get the dum dum virus.
It was like something like Corona mixed with AIDS mixed with
Strawberries.
Oh, it's so fucking frustrating, dude. Like reading the news about this virus.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna be stuck in this for like at least another 3
Could be a
months,
year.
4 months.
Yeah.
Could be a year.
Well,
Could be a year.
what are you guys gonna do when your stimulus check, runs dry? You guys gonna try to get part-time jobs? Or
Probably just gonna throw myself up in a apartment building. I didn't tell you, but
job?
Farzine called me and he's like, because he works at the country club near
Still? It's
Leslie
open?
and Skills. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's still open. So he's been working it for a while.
Damn, he travels pretty
Yeah,
far.
so he called me.
There.
I have an interview.
Yeah, okay.
On, like,
what
Monday.
job are you doing?
Same as him. Like,
Oh.
it's such a nice job. You basically just like clean up the premises and you ride the go-karts back to like their spot.
Wait, so Farzine
What, you guys
works
are
at
doing,
the country
like-
club too?
What?
Farzine works at the country club too.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
What are you guys doing, yard work, or what is this, like wiping down tables? What is this?
We're not custodial staff. We'd be like support.
It's
I guess.
such a chill job.
It's a very chill.
Working at a country club is the best.
Yeah.
It's
I get
probably
to,
even
I get to
chiller
wear
now,
I get to
man.
wear a penguin suit and
give you it?
and ride go-karts.
Oh.
Dude,
Yep.
and you get so many benefits. You can get you basically get to use their assets, right? For a discount, for a huge discount.
Yeah, you get a discount, but
Yeah.
like a discount on a country club membership is still $10,000.
So what? You can just
True.
we can play
I'm not
golf
kidding.
there, and you can let us play golf
Oh
there.
no. You can't use it. You cannot use the premises. It's like you
I'm-
get like small benefits here and there.
Uh,
But you can also talk to the people there. You probably know some families there, to be honest.
You know, some people
so
that
you
actually.
can't.
Well,
I probably will know some people.
well, okay.
Wait, which country club is this?
I'm not gonna say the name.
Oh, okay. Say that.
Yeah,
the one on, like,
say,
Young?
drop the name. No name drop.
Leslie
Name.
and Steele.
Steals. It's a golf
I don't even
course,
think I
or-
should be saying that.
It's a golf course, or what's on
It's a
it?
country club.
Okay, that's enough of that.
I've never been there,
So
so
you have an interview.
I have an interview Monday. Yeah.
Oh, so you still have to apply,
I applied, but
How
I
did
have
he
to
get
go
this
for
job?
the
Like,
interview.
where'd he find
but
this
you're
job?
competing with.
He knows
other people.
he knows like the owner.
He knows the owner.
Or like the manager.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
So I emailed the manager. It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. Yep. They
Yeah.
get some money. But like, yeah, it's cool though because they're gonna keep my hours low enough that I don't pass the $1,000 threshold to stop getting benefits.
student
So I won't get employment insurance.
$1,000?
It's $1,000.
Oh,
It's like $1,000 per month.
I see.
Yeah.
Damn.
So I'm gonna get the student benefit package and then
That's gonna
That
end
money.
in like the end of the month, right?
isn't it extended?
Again?
Wasn't it?
I don't know.
I don't remember. I don't know. I need my money. I want my money.
The next month is coming up. We gotta apply, right? So
It doesn't really fucking matter. I mean, we have like, what are we gonna use that money for? What are you using the money for?
I'm gonna go to Japan and pay my rent with that money.
Okay, you want? Let's go back to Japan.
How
What
does
are you
stimulate
gonna
the
do?
economy there? Not
What
here.
are you going to do
Uh,
in Japan? And
I'm gonna
when
live
are you
there.
going?
I'm gonna live there in Tokyo in my own apartment.
When?
Probably starting in December.
do you know
December.
First of December.
Why December?
I don't know. It's just a nice round number, so I can stay there.
Which
for
city are you
longer.
planning to stay at?
So Tokyo.
Tokyo.
Tokyo? It's gonna be expensive.
No.
What do you mean
One
no?
bedroom apartment is like
It's the
500 a month.
capital
It's 500
city.
a month. 500 a month rent. I hope you know, like Japan has cheap rent. Like,
No, it doesn't.
it does. It does.
Maybe now.
Now it does.
No,
because of-
even before it was like 500 for one bedroom apartment. It's not.
For what? A 6 tatami mat room?
What do you want me to ask for?
Are you gonna
6-star
Airbnb or are you gonna
No, I'm
you're
just
gonna actually rent an apartment?
yeah rent an apartment
Officially.
Yeah,
You're gonna have like
but also like the
Neighbors and
transportation
shit.
is
Like,
so convenient.
you-
I can live
have you
anywhere.
been-
it's gonna be some anime shit. Like you're gonna have neighbors.
Yeah.
So you guys still...
Yeah, yeah.
It's cheap rent. It's actually cheaper than Toronto to rent a one bedroom there.
Are you?
Are you gonna live alone?
I don't know why
I
you
get
find
it.
it so unbelievable. I've searched
No,
it
it
up.
is cheaper than Toronto, but it's
No,
not
it's
cheap.
not. I said it's
In
cheaper
Toronto,
in
it's not
Tokyo.
cheap.
I said it's cheaper in Tokyo than it is Toronto.
What? It's cheaper in Tokyo.
Is it because
Yeah,
is it
that's
like
what I'm saying.
because the space is small?
No, it's just like that's how life is there. You just they
I
have
mean that's just how
That's
life.
they
not-
have
that's
cheap
not
no,
how
they
it
have
is.
cheap rent there, but then they
you-
know that people are
Justin.
spending
okay,
money on like things there. They're
Yeah,
buying
yeah, yeah.
food every day. They're buying. They just love spending money. That's why the rent is cheap.
I'm quite sure it's not 500. You can't get a decent.
Okay, don't believe me. Search it yourself.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know.
Let's say you do get an apartment. What are you gonna be doing
Living.
every single day? You're not. No, you're gonna be a hikikomori. You're gonna
No,
just stay
I'm
inside
gonna
all day.
I'm gonna bike around the city.
It's
gonna
also
fucking go to the
extremely
stores.
difficult to live in Tokyo without learning knowing Japanese.
That's true.
Okay.
How are you gonna communicate? Have carry a phone everywhere translating?
People carry a phone
It's gonna be like,
everywhere already.
Ni hao. Ni hao.
Okay. All right.
I don't know.
I'm just.
I understand these doubts, but I really don't care. I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
We're just asking. We're just asking.
Yeah.
I don't know. He seems kind of venomous.
He's going to Japan
am-
either way, Pasha.
I get
I
it.
hope you realize
I'm
it's
just-
not gonna fucking
What's
last.
I'm a
that?
little concerned,
Ah.
and I'm a little bit skeptical. But you can do
Skeptical
whatever.
about what?
You can do whatever.
I think
you
it's
want.
cool. I think it's cool. I want to know more about.
What
like, the
exactly is
plans.
there to be skeptical about? Like,
Well, if first off, you guys should know at least some basic words and phrases in Japanese to get some basic.
yeah, I
You want to
understand
quiz?
that.
Want to quiz him? See what he knows.
I don't know anything. I can tell you
would
that.
be more experienced in this because you've been learning
Okay,
Japanese,
let's say-
right?
Let's say.
I don't know anything.
Already. You're trying. Say you're in Akihabara
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I know that area.
and you're lost.
Yeah.
So what do you say? You see like a group of like 3 people.
Nothing.
Let's say it's the evening.
I don't know. I type in my address and ask him.
You're not lost. You're not trying to go home. You're just trying to find like a good place to
Well,
eat.
then I'm screwed.
You're screwed.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
you're
fine.
already hit a
Actually,
roadblock.
What do you mean, like, find a place to eat? I'll just look at what I want to eat and walk into the store and buy it. That's how I always do it, even here in
You're just gonna
Toronto.
walk down Akihabara
Yeah.
instead of walking down Yana. You should
What's
at
the
least.
difference?
Okay, what greeting would you use?
Arigato.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
That's close.
Arigato.
That's not. Arigato.
Not that one?
Arigato means thank you.
Oh, okay. So what? Mushi mushi.
That's
No, that's
on
like
the
how you.
phone.
That's a greeting on the
So what
phone.
should I say?
Say konnichiwa.
Oh, okay.
That's like general. It's like midday. If it's the evening, you say like konbanwa. It's like good evening.
I see.
Good morning, obviously. Ohayo. And if you want to be nice, you can say. Actually, I don't know. Do you say konbanwa gozaimasu? I don't think so.
Isn't Ohio?
Gozaimasu? That's your
Gozaimasu is
name,
like it's
isn't
like a
it?
part. It's like something
It's
you say
like-
at the end of the sentence to
I
make it
thought
like,
it was like-
formal.
Yeah.
I thought, okay, never mind.
Yeah. I'm not a Japanese teacher.
I'm taking my phone.
Your phone's in your room.
What?
Stop interrupting. Cringe.
You guys interrupt me infinitely.
Shut the fuck up.
I don't know. I think
Warzone.
you guys are kind of skeptical about the smallest little details.
No, this is not small.
It's not small, dude. If you're gonna live in Japan, that's a big step.
Yeah, I'll pick it
right?
up. Man.
You won't pick it up if
What?
you don't know
What do
the
you mean you
fundamentals.
pick it up? Like, okay, I
What do you
get
mean I won't pick it up? How would you know?
because they're if you're
That's all right.
moving,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like okay, I've moved houses several times, right?
No.
Well, like my family owns 2 properties, right? It's difficult to move, especially to a place that you don't know anyone.
Well, I'm moving with basically nothing. I just need a.
You're not gonna
mattress,
know
a
anyone
table.
there,
I
right?
have
You can't talk
my
the
aunt
language they
lives there,
speak.
but I'm not really gonna latch onto her or anything.
Who?
What?
My aunt lives there,
Oh,
but
your
I'm not
aunt.
I'm not gonna like.
Gonna find a girlfriend?
Who knows what happens there? I don't have any expectations. That's why the world is
What do you
my
want to
oyster.
happen? What do you want to happen? Because
Well, you gotta take.
I'm not saying you shouldn't go. I'm
Yeah.
just saying like, what are you gonna do? I just want to know what you're gonna
Well, I'm
do.
gonna
like, what
live
you
my
wanna-
daily
what you
life,
want to
and
get
whatever
done.
happens is gonna happen.
I feel like you're just gonna stay home.
I feel like I'm not.
But like, why would you just go out and like not talk to anybody
Maybe I
and
will.
like go to the store
I
and
can't-
look at stuff and like not be able to
Okay,
read the signs?
that's what I'm
and
saying,
Not ask for
I don't-
directions.
If I want to buy something, I don't need to read the sign to buy something. I
Well,
just
what did you say? I want this.
kinda.
Please.
Well,
I don't know.
okay, if you're
Please, I want this. I want
What
to
if I
see
go to the
panties under
convenience store? Do I
under
need
the
to ask
statue.
someone
you're
if I can
buying-
buy a bag of chips? No. I
if
just
you're
buy
buying
it.
going
You throw it on the counter.
if you're buying from
It just seems
convenience
lonely.
store, it's fine
I
because
guess.
like you can grab.
You don't
it,
think
put it
people
in
speak
your-
English, or there's no?
They probably
don't.
do, but it just seems like
You
lonely.
think
to
there's
me.
no English-speaking people
Okay,
in
he-
Japan? You don't think there's students, young people
No,
that
no,
are
listen.
doing the exact same thing
I know,
as me?
dude. This is how it goes in Japan. They start learning English from like grade 2 or 4.
Yes, you're talking
and
about the
onwards,
locals.
right?
You don't think there's
But,
visitors there that are also
very little, and they're not.
tourism is not
Well,
is very little in Japan. Is what
They're
you're
not
saying?
gonna
At the
be
moment.
holding your
At the
hand and
moment.
taking care of you, right?
I
Are you gonna find a
know.
group?
Oh, if you're
Well,
traveling,
I don't know. Maybe I'll just bump into someone and I'll become their
You
friend.
won't bump into someone.
Why wouldn't I bump into people that are doing the same thing?
Have you?
him?
Has that ever happened to you here?
Well, I live here. I don't need to bump into anyone. That's the thing.
Justin, you're relying on a fucking miracle to have a good time.
Justin.
I'm gonna go
Do you
wherever, do
understand
whatever.
how-
I'm gonna be like, hey man, I
Justin,
like
do you
your
understand
bike,
how
man. Let's go
people
biking.
dr-
It's gonna be like,
Do you understand
Nani?
how people travel across subways? Everything's in Japanese there.
Whatever.
What do you mean,
It's
right?
a blue line.
There are hundreds
how
of
it is.
lines. You know that,
Okay,
right?
man.
it's probably confusing.
It's not like I'm gonna go to every single station. I've just gotta know.
But you gotta know where to
Shinjuku
go,
and here
right?
Harajuku.
I'm just saying it's like going to New York City not knowing English. Because you're in Tokyo.
People do that.
It's stupid. You're saying that's a good idea?
Do you need to know English to have a good time in New York? I don't think so.
Yes.
It's a tourist area.
You're going by yourself. It's
I
not like it's
know.
not like let's
It's
say
not-
Gorby and Pasha don't know English,
Okay,
and they go
I
to
know.
New York City, and then they just don't know what the fuck they're
Do they,
going. They don't know
do
what
they
they're
need
doing.
to know English to enjoy the view from the Empire State Building? Do they
Is that
need
all
to...
you
But
want?
no. But no, it's not the view.
It's
Sure,
not like I'm not gonna learn the language
Okay,
at
Justin.
all.
the thing is,
You just said arigato to say hi.
Well, I don't know anything right now. It doesn't mean I can't learn it.
The thing is, the view is not the problem, right? The problem is is you taking care of yourself, right?
It's not an issue.
I am worried.
Take care of
So-
myself.
Yeah. So like buying stuff, traveling, like going
Buying
from
stuff.
yes,
It's
going
not a
to
big issue. Just go to the grocery store. I can pick out lettuce. I can pick out meat, chickens and shit.
that's you understand that food if you're buying ingredients that's really expensive in Japan. Nobody cooks in Japan. People buy things from outside now. That's the thing. Like you
Okay,
don't know the
okay.
first thing about it.
What do you mean I don't know the first thing about it?
It's just like
Do you think I want to eat takeout every time though?
you have
I'm-
to because it's more expensive to
I'll
like
pay
buy
the
ingredients.
expenses. I don't fucking care. I'll do what I fucking want.
So-
Don't
rich
you need a
boy.
job? What about a job?
Job there. I've been working my ass off here and collecting my goddamn money here.
So how long do you expect to live off from the amount of money that you have over there?
Here.
A year?
Yeah. How,
And you'll move
I'm
back?
not gonna like be
Are you gonna stay in
buying.
Tokyo the whole time?
I'm not buying Rolexes there every goddamn
Oh
day.
yeah, sure.
Living the eating expenses will add up a lot.
Well, I'm,
Food in
I'm
Japan
sure
is
it is.
The Japanese packaging standards
Yeah.
are fucked over there. Everything is packaged with like 3 different pieces of plastic, and it adds like 50 cents to the price. Or like
Yeah,
how much?
okay.
50 yen.
Well, I'm not
So, like,
arguing
everything.
that fact.
So like
It's
melon pan, which is like I don't know why I said it like that. Melon pan melon
pan.
bread.
Oh.
on its own. It's in a package. It's in a piece of plastic in a box. That in itself is 20 cents. Plus
I
the actual
understand
price of the item says $2. That's a fucking treat.
I know that's expected, man. Well, I expect to be spending money. I'm not there to save money, obviously. I'm not gonna be saving
I
your
get
money.
it.
Yeah.
I know. My concern is not the money. My concern is what you're gonna be doing with your time. Because you have
What do I want?
a year
I don't get it.
is a
Like,
lot of time.
yeah, I know.
So like if I was going for somewhere for a year, I went to Israel for a month
yeah.
in like 2018.
Yeah.
And I was there for a month, and like I felt like I wasn't using my time well at all. Even though I was with my family the whole time, I had friends.
Yeah.
I was going out, I was seeing shit, and buying stuff all the time. I still felt like I wasn't using my time well because I spent a lot of time like at home, on my phone, doing nothing. And I like, and yeah, I knew Hebrew too. Like I was communicating with the locals and shit.
Did you just like think that you're gonna go out with your parents or something? Or
It was
like-
I was there and I was living with a couple of cousins.
Oh,
Kyle,
okay.
I was like back and forth with cousins.
But if you
cousins,
lived in Israel by
friends,
yourself
cousins.
And they didn't go anywhere?
wouldn't you enjoy that
They
more?
took me. I went to some places. It's just like I felt like I wasn't doing enough
Oh, okay.
because it's a month. A month is a very long time, and I felt like I had a lot of days where like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm going to the mall again. Like, you know,
That's
Mall.
true. Like you would want.
Why don't you
to-
go out hiking in the desert or something?
I
That's,
was.
oh.
I'm telling you, like, it's hard for me to feel satisfied when I feel like I'm not using my time well all the time.
Well, yeah. There's like
But maybe-
it's
maybe
a
for you it's
huge
different.
place to explore, right? You could be going to so many. You could go to so many places, go see so many things, meet so many people.
Talking about
Right, it's
Tokyo or
experience.
where?
Any place that you
Anywhere,
go,
of course.
right? So like, but like he could speak the language, so his means of doing it is justified, right?
Yeah.
I would just personally myself, I wouldn't be. I don't think I would be able to go to Japan without knowing any Japanese at all. I don't think I would survive.
yeah.
All right. Well, that's you then.
Yeah, sure.
Like
mean,
I just think that
um,
this sort of trip would be better suited if you had a partner to go with.
Maybe I'll find a partner.
Maybe you'll find a partner.
Plenty of
Here,
white people there.
no,
Plenty
there's
of What do you mean no? There.
I don't want you to
Is there-
blow
is it-
your entire bank account on
I'm
a trip
not.
that's gonna be like lonely.
that's true.
That's all.
I really
That's my
wouldn't mind.
concern for you.
I really wouldn't mind.
You don't mind being alone?
Or blowing money.
Of course you don't.
No, I'm.
Wait, no, you're like the biggest saver of all of us.
I mean, like it's hard to explain, but I just want to kind of wake up whenever.
You're doing that right now.
I can't. I got a job. I have to go to. For 20 years, I had to go to goddamn school when I didn't want to. I had to listen to this person, listen to that person, abide by these rules. I just want to go somewhere and not just live on my own terms, basically.
Okay.
And then whatever happens, whoever I meet,
Doesn't that sound boring?
not to me. Like,
I wish I could take a
I-
trip like that, honestly. I really wish I could go on a trip like that.
That's true.
but you
I
just
mean,
said, isn't it boring? Isn't it lonely? You just listed all these
Well, not
reasons
at
why
all.
I
you
would
wouldn't,
do it
like,
differently.
What would you suggest then?
I would either go with someone else.
Would you have someone else?
or have
No,
a plan.
that's why I'm not going.
Okay.
Or have a plan.
So like,
Plan. How can you plan such a thing like this?
I
Big
planned it
Google
in
Maps.
May.
Plan every waking
I planned
moment.
almost every week
I know.
I'm there.
I was there when they planned it. They were like on Discord
I get it.
every
Plan
single
and
night.
execution is completely different. No.
You can't execute anything if you don't have a plan.
You can execute whatever you want when you have no plan.
You're gonna execute yourself in the closet.
It's no. I think he was saying is that it's probably not the best use of your time if you don't have.
What
to
else
plan.
am I gonna use my time for?
So like have a plan prior.
If
to
I'm
going.
sitting on my ass here, what's the difference if I sit my ass in Japan?
I don't want you to sit in your ass in Japan.
Yeah, yeah, so you
so
don't-
waste
I
of
know,
time,
I
then
know.
we can't hang out.
I know I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna sit my ass in Japan.
How can you be?
I hope
pretty-
not.
Okay. Like, just saying, it's hard.
Maybe I'll
to-
sit my ass on a bicycle and just ride around the city all day until I'm freaking bored of it. That's kind of like the biggest idea I have. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I suppose you could do that.
So you don't
I do know
even have an
one-
idea of the sites you want to see.
Whatever I see. I generally know.
Are you
I generally know what I kind of want to do.
Are you gonna
like-
go outside of Tokyo?
Yeah, definitely. I want to go to like Sapporo in the winter.
Are you joking?
Yeah.
Sapporo in the winter.
Why not? It's snowing. I want to
Because
go. I want to go like skiing
it's not-
there. Yeah, skiing there. Mountain biking.
Bruh,
like,
Sapporo in the winter
mountains.
is not. It's like it's worse than Canada.
Wow.
It's fucking snowy.
Well, I'm not gonna stay there for months on end. You know, I'm gonna be like.
Is the snow festival in Sapporo?
It is. Yeah.
It's in Sapporo. You see it. You see the snow in there, right? It's like
Yeah, I know.
it's like waist
I know.
height. I mean, it's waist height for a Japanese person. It's like
Well, it's
5'4".
Okay,
So
we're
what?
pretty-
Like
we're
it's-
pretty short too.
It's cold there, so you don't.
I think that the average height in Japan is 5'7" for men. So
Average?
score! I'm average for once. Hell yeah!
So it's cold there, so you don't want to ever see what's like there.
I'm just confused as why you would want to go in like the most harsh conditions. Winter.
That's what it's known for, right?
It's like going. Oh,
That's like-
I would like to go to the Sahara Desert in July and fucking die. Obviously, it's not the same, but
Well, that's like saying you want to go to like the Caribbean when it's.
do you like the fucking cold? I have the
It's not
perfect
bad, yeah.
place for you. It's
Where?
called Canada.
Oh my god.
It's not cold enough, man.
Are you serious?
You can, I'm not saying you can't go. Okay, I was just.
I mean, yeah,
wondering.
that's
I'm
kind
just
of,
saying this is a general idea. I don't really.
like that's why Tokyo is
it's not set in stone,
That's
obviously.
why going to Japan is so great, right? So it's like you can go to Sapporo and experience the snow. You can go to Tokyo, experience the city.
I know it's great,
Akihabara,
but you
right?
seem to be up against everything I
No,
come
no, no.
out and say.
I'm against
Just
not
being
having a
realistic.
plan. So I personally I wouldn't do it. You can do whatever you want, right? So but like there are a lot of places that you guys wanted to go to, right?
But
So, like-
plan, you mean like
Like for example,
this monument, this.
for example, going
landmark.
to
Well, don't
yeah,
you remember the
mountains,
plane
landmark,
that
going
you
to-
weren't a part of?
Yeah, I know.
Going to natural hot springs. Oh my god, that's
I want to go to an onsen.
it looks
So
so
bad.
good. It's
Yeah, of course there's like general ideas. I don't know exactly which city I'll stay in, which onsen I'll
well,
Why?
well the reason
If you
why I
don't
wanna
even know
do
which
that-
city you're staying in, how the fuck are you gonna find a place to live?
I mean, like,
Like, how are you gonna? You realize how much more expensive it is when you like go. Let's say you're in Osaka,
yeah.
and you're like, oh fuck, I don't have a place to live, and you have to pay like the rent,
I get
Want
that.
a day of.
I get that
It's like-
idea.
200% of the rent that you'd be paying
I know.
3
Obviously,
months ahead.
I'm gonna be living in Tokyo pretty much permanently, and then when I go to other places, I'll plan that.
Yeah,
out.
why Tokyo?
Main hub, I guess.
Why?
Didn't you
'Cause
guys
it's the capital
calculate
city.
how much? Didn't you guys check prices for like apartments in Tokyo?
Yeah, I was doing research on the fucking Airbnb
Three
prices.
bedroom. 3 bedroom.
It was like 1,200
a month.
for like a week for
how
4
many-
people.
For 4 people.
Right?
Remember, I suggested the idea. Why didn't we just rent an apartment for a month in Japan, and it was like 1,200 for.
Yeah,
a
you
bedroom,
did.
a 3
You
bedroom.
did,
Yeah,
but it would be a
1,200
problem.
for 3 bedrooms a month. So one.
Do you
bedroom,
remember what the problems were for that plan? No, you don't, because
Well,
you
I'm
weren't fucking
saying,
planning.
I know. I'm saying, but this would be great for me because I'm gonna stay in Tokyo pretty much all year round, except for a couple.
And so,
trips
let's say
overnight here
you
and there.
go to Sapporo
Yeah,
and you have the apartment. You're not going back to Tokyo
I will.
the same day. You know
Of
how
course
long
not.
that
I
fucking
know.
ride
Of
is.
course not. I'm gonna go same day. I'm gonna stay in
That's what I'm
Sapporo
asking.
for like a weekend, a
You could
week,
take the bullet train.
and then go back to
The
Tokyo.
bullet train is still like how many
Couple hours, 3.
3 hours, 4 hours.
Wait, really? Oh damn.
Yeah,
okay.
dude.
I guess
It's
I didn't-
fast. But it's not that fast.
I didn't realize how.
It's a
far it goes
country,
before.
man.
Dude.
No, I get it. I just
How
didn't
big
know
is-
how far it's.
How big is Japan compared
Like
to
Ontario, I
comparison?
think. Same size as Ontario. Not as
Bigger.
wide though.
Bigger. I think it's bigger.
What?
I think it's longer, but it's not as wide.
Well, if we're talking about Tokyo to Sapporo, that's like
That's
the center
That's
to
long.
the top.
Yeah, that's long.
Dude,
I mean-
if only everything were like Israel and like everything is like a walk away. Because
Oh.
Israel's like
Wait.
Well, maybe that's why you were bored out of your
Israel
goddamn
is the size of I
penny,
think Brooklyn,
a nickel.
Wait, really?
just Brooklyn. Yeah. So like
I mean, Brooklyn is
from Haifa,
decently big, but like.
sorry, from Haifa to
Palestine,
I forget what the southernmost city is called.
Giza.
It's like 500 kilometers, something like that.
Maybe that's why you're bored out of your
Really?
skull.
Why? Because the country's small? No.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I saw a lot of it. I didn't see all of it. I was in Haifa, Jerusalem, Tel Aviv, and Eilat. It's called Eilat. Eilat. It's the city
I would want to go to Israel.
at the
Like,
very southernmost point.
like there are mountains there too, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of mountain ranges. I was climbing a few of them.
Dust
See-
caps,
This is
That's
something.
cool.
This is something that I was expecting to see in Canada when I came here.
mountains.
I
You
was
gotta go to
pro-
BC.
I was
man.
promised mountains and
Mountains in
forests,
Ontario.
but no, you're not gonna get
What
that.
the
no,
fuck?
like-
You can climb the
Dude,
CN Tower if you want.
oh, the CN Towers.
Toronto's
You've
dick.
been
I
up
don't,
there?
I don't want to be critical, but it's I didn't find the experience so great.
I had never been to the same town.
I've been to a CN Tower. When I did, the windows looked really kind of dirty, and I was like,
Really?
you couldn't really see much.
That's
I mean, you could see the view of the city, but like you pay like $50 to get up there.
What were you
Right.
expecting?
So I thought the experience wasn't worth it personally.
I've still never gone. I hope to go.
Though,
Eventually.
like, okay, if you're in Toronto, the experience you're going for is like nightclubs, bars,
The key don't
the
participate
nightlife,
in.
right? No, I have participated in. I just don't
I'm gonna
enjoy
go
it
back.
since I've done it, right?
You've
So
done it like once.
no, I've been done it more than once. I've done it like 3 times.
That's enough to determine if you like it or not.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
And so, I didn't have such a great time with it. I don't plan to come back. I would rather go hiking around Ontario. It was like,
well, have you done that even once?
I have.
Really?
Yeah, we went hiking Barrie.
What's there?
There's some mountains. There are really good beaches. There's one natural hot spring which we didn't get to go to because it was overpopulated, I believe. They said. Yeah, it was full when we went there. But yeah, Barrie is really nice. There's some places around Toronto in specific that are really worth visiting. So like there are some waterfalls. There's some really nice forests that are really worth exploring.
Inside of Toronto? Where?
Not in Toronto, outside of Toronto, inside of Ontario.
Why you keep doing that?
Oh, it's just like habit. But yeah. So it would be sick just to like take an FPV drone and to like fly it through. Oh, it's so sick. Grab some great footage.
Waterfall?
Through the waterfall would be sick too.
That would destroy your drone. Do you
Uh,
even have one? Back.
no, you can get a water protector, water resistant case for it.
Okay.
I've always wanted to invest in an FPV drone, though it's so
drone.
expensive.
Doesn't the other Kyle do that?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
half Japanese Kyle,
Yeah, the one I have to compete with.
the better Kyle.
Yeah, well, he's taller, does drones, richer, and Japanese.
It's all over.
What do I have? What do I have, guys?
You got your Junus.
Oh, I have my Judaism, that's true.
But yeah, like there are places around Canada worth visiting, yet I haven't been able to visit.
Canada's huge.
Yeah, it was like I really want to go to British Columbia.
Why can't you?
I just haven't gotten the time to. I was planning to
You
go.
mean no time, you're sitting on your
I
ass
would
all
have
day?
gone this summer.
You mean right
if-
now during a pandemic?
Yeah, I would have gone during the
But he sits on his ass every day of every year that he's ever been on this planet.
Bro, I've been spending how many days on this backdrop, for example?
It's like you spent like a week.
I spent a week on this backdrop. I've been watching.
Did he stay up? He was up at 7 in the morning. Like
yeah,
today.
I stayed up until
Okay.
7.
He's finally got some motivation to do something.
Justin, shut up.
the fuck up, man.
Shut the fuck.
Shut the fuck up, man.
I've been working on. I'm gonna go live in a few days. Finishing up a commission by one and only Ali ASMR.
Finally finished that.
Almost.
Finally.
So.
It's been like 4 weeks.
Come on, man. You can go to BC.
So we've been.
We'll go to BC. We'll do a road trip.
Yeah. So
We're doing that
one of the
this
summers.
summer.
Why don't we do it? I mean, honestly,
My boss
To
suggested.
BC? I
My
don't
boss
know.
suggested that. He's like, well, if you guys want, I'll sell you my car for $1,500. You guys can split it 3 ways, $500.
he
What?
wants to sell you his car,
What car?
He said,
or like
he basically
borrow the
that's
car.
his idea. He's like, all right, guys, I know.
What's he drive?
He has a Honda Civic. Well, that's like his. He doesn't really drive
No,
it much.
no,
He drives like the work van.
You
but
don't
he'll
take a van to British Columbia.
I didn't say we're taking the van.
Okay, no. It's just that it takes so long and such a far away.
Yes,
Honestly,
I'm saying
like-
$1,500 Civic, perfect car for it.
No. You understand how many days? Like, it'll take.
A Civic is not a van.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
coupe.
It's a
It's a
large.
hatchback.
It's a large car.
No, it's not. You don't
Not a
even know what you're
hatchback?
talking about.
Is it not
The
a large
Civic-
car?
It's
No,
a
dude.
small. It's the smallest car basically Honda makes. I don't know what
It's
you're
not a
talking
big car,
about.
man.
It's not.
No,
Okay.
no.
Oh,
I was
It's
saying.
like my car.
I was saying he
Oh,
has a
okay.
Civic and he has a van.
No.
I'm gonna
Okay,
if
yeah.
we are
but-
taking a car,
but
we're
that's
not
Why
gonna
wouldn't
take
we
a-
just take the van?
It has
Oh, he needs the
two
van.
seats.
I just 2 seats.
It has 2 seats. It's a work van.
Yeah,
But that's
yeah,
not,
why don't we just like take 5 of
that's
us?
not the
2 of us in
problem.
the front, and the 3 of us are just like boggling around.
Do you
the
understand
fucking
how
van.
long it will take to get from Toronto?
4 days, man. It's not.
4 days?
Why are you
If
arguing?
you're driving straight, yeah.
Like on Yonge Street?
It's like for 24 hours,
Perfect.
4 days in a row, sure. But like,
I don't get it. You just said in the same breath that you want to go to BC, and now
Yes.
we're saying, oh, we have a plan
using
to go
a
to BC.
train or a plane, dude, it's you don't.
What are you
go-
gonna do
What's
when you
wrong
get
with
to
this?
BC? You gotta.
It's so far. You don't understand.
It's
it takes.
not.
I do understand.
It's.
What's the problem?
I wouldn't take.
You can't
a
even
car.
drive. What do you care?
You gotta rent a car once you're in BC, anyways, to see any of the sites or mountains or.
Well, yeah, you
small
could
towns.
take an Uber. You could, or you could
An
rent a
Uber.
car.
That's gonna cost more than like a $1,500 car and the gas.
That's not the point.
It is the point.
It takes too long to get
It's
there. I'm not gonna
not.
spend 4 days to get to from Toronto.
We're
to
not
British
just.
Columbia.
We're gonna stop in hotels. We're gonna stay in like Airbnbs
That's
in
gonna
smaller
cost
cities.
more
Then
than a
don't
train
go.
ride. Bro, I'm talking
It's a
about
road
how
trip.
I would want to go.
It's a road trip. You can meet us there if you want, but I'm seeing
Okay,
the goddamn
sure.
country, okay?
I would also like to drive.
Yeah.
To a road trip.
Yeah, you can meet us
Yes.
there on a plane if you want, but.
Don't
you're
you remember
seeing the
that you
sights.
suggested there was some sort of bus that went from,
Yeah,
that
there was
went from
a-
Ontario
So on
and then
Via,
all around the provinces?
Yeah, not a bus, train, right?
Train.
That by Via,
Okay.
that went all around on not Ontario, sorry, Canada, and
Yeah.
until British Columbia, and it was fun because you don't have to drive. They
That's
they
true.
stop.
You can meet people on the train.
They do stop for a bit on certain places, right? And it's what do you call? And it's really cheap for students.
But nobody's
How much
complaining
was it
about
for
the
students?
driving.
Like
But
$300?
there's the but. They closed the program down because they didn't make enough money off it.
You think it'll come back?
Nobody's complaining about the driving though, except for you.
So that's not even an option anymore.
Wait,
I don't know,
The
I feel
train
like
is
it
your
would be
only
very
option.
That was
You can't drive.
that did sound cool, and the only reason that we didn't want to go on it is because of the Japan trip.
The Japan
That
trip.
was
Yeah.
it. We were just like
So
save it for another time.
I was thinking.
But it
like,
still got canceled
my
anyway,
plan,
so either or.
my plan
Fuck.
was to actually go around Canada while you guys were in Japan, like was Ali.
What
and
do you think a
Sam.
road trip to BC is? Driving a car across
Well,
Canada.
I was going to take a train.
No
That's
one
what
wants
I'm
to take
talking.
a train, bro.
If it was
I
all of
was
us, it'd
going
be
to
fine.
take a train. I'm talking about the
Okay.
trip that I was going to take was Ali and Sam.
Alright, you can take the train, bro.
I got one word for you: Snowpiercer.
Oh my god.
Snowpiercer.
Snowpiercer was actually a really good movie.
I liked it.
But-
How can you say you want to do a road trip, but you just want to sit on the fucking train all day, basically?
What's the difference? You're
You
seeing the
spend-
countryside,
you-
right?
You're going from one city to another using a train.
What's the difference like flying? You're also seeing the
It's
countryside.
cheap.
Above.
You can travel as
That's-
much as you want
that's more point to
using
point.
the train.
But you don't want to stop in like.
I've never done
You
a long
are
road
going
trip.
to
I would be
stop.
done.
That's the thing. And you can travel as
You,
much
yeah,
as you
but you
want.
can't stop where you want, whenever you want.
Yeah, yes you
A
can.
train, you can just stop in the middle
You
of
can
nowhere.
take
to-
the trip whenever
take
you
a
want
picture of
from
a
one
mountain or
point to
something.
another. That's the thing.
Yeah, we're in the middle of the 2 points.
There's so many points that you can
I
go in
know.
between.
I want to be driving. If I see something nice, I'll stop the car. I'll take a picture, look at it for 10 minutes.
But
or
you
whatever.
won't. That's not really your plan. You're just saying that because
How do you
want
know
to
I won't do
drive.
that? I don't even know what I'll see on the road.
Because you never have a plan, bro.
Roadkill.
What is your obsession with plans? Like, just execute. Your destination is BC. It doesn't matter how you get there, okay?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how long it takes
Then
you
why
to
are
get
you
there.
talking about? Why are you talking about
You're the
taking
one
a car versus taking a train?
because I want to take the car. Is what
Because
I'm saying.
Yeah, okay, you can.
I
take
get why
the
you want to take
car.
the train, but I'm not gonna take.
Then
the
why are
train.
you complaining about me wanting to take the train? I didn't say taking a car is what do you call it? You can't take the car. I'm saying about I was going to take the train with
But
Sam and Ali.
You can't even take
the
a
last
car if
summer.
you want it, because none of you guys could drive, basically.
I was going to get the driving license, so like not to what do you call it, this summer, but before the coronavirus hit. I
Yeah,
talked to him
coronavirus-
about
yeah.
this.
You think having basically no experience, like, even if you did get a driving license this summer, you think that's enough experience for you to drive across the country? I don't think so.
Why not?
It's not.
See?
Why
You
not?
think a couple of weeks, a couple of months at
Also,
most
I'll be
is
going
enough
with
for you
other
to go.
people, and I wasn't going to
Who
drive.
also know
That's
that
why I
shit.
said I was going to take the train.
Stop hitting the table.
Oh my god, Justin, I was going to take the train because I
Okay.
can't drive, and you're just creating my justification.
Alright. Then why would you say you're gonna learn how to drive then?
Because I was going to get my license anyways.
But then you also said, oh, if I got my license, I would have driven.
Because I had a lot of plans to do because that fell out because of Corona. You know this. We
But you
all
can't
had
drive.
plans.
You cannot fucking drive across the country with a fucking G1.
Originally, I talked to you about this too, right? Me, Sam, and Ali were going to go across Canada, right?
Yeah.
Your
you
plan
weren't-
sounds
but
dumber
you
than
weren't
my
gonna
no
drive.
plan.
But you weren't gonna
What
drive.
plan? You don't have a
I just
plan.
said your plan sounds dumber than my no plan.
Okay, I think we're sort of.
At least I have the capabilities of driving all the way to
I
BC.
wasn't going to drive. But I wasn't going to drive. My plan, okay, which I had, right? It's not. I'm not saying you should go do what I do, Justin.
Okay.
I'm saying I was going to take the train across Canada
Okay.
because it's cheap. You can travel as much as you want. It's really cheap.
So you
it's
think
really good for students.
you think when you take the train there and then you rent a car there, you think that's gonna be cheaper than just taking
I
a
didn't say I was
car?
going to take the
Oh,
car.
then what are you gonna do in BC? You're just gonna walk everywhere? How are you gonna get to places?
Well, first off, there's certain essentials that you'll have to take care of. The place you're gonna stay, right?
Okay.
You
What?
could always take train there, as in subway, which
do you
is
know
really,
if they
really
have it
cheap.
there? Like as infrastructure.
You're asking if British
Okay,
Columbia.
You think
Van-
BC doesn't have
a
fucking subway?
Okay, of course Vancouver has a subway system.
Yeah.
What about like the little mountain areas, like the little small towns?
Well, that's where you'll have to hike, and that's where your experience is.
you have to get to the city before you can
Yes,
hike.
using a train. You go
You
from
think
the city
you-
to the forest using a train.
You think
and
there's
from the
a-
city, you could walk across the forest.
You think there's a subway system that just takes you to the middle of the woods where you can just
It
start
doesn't.
hiking?
I didn't say it takes you in the middle of
And
the
how can you
woods.
start hiking? How can you start hiking from the train station?
Because there are train systems that go.
Do you know for certain or are you just saying?
Yes, I know for certain.
So you're
Could be right.
taking a
What is
train.
this? What does this have to do with the original argument anyway?
I'm just saying, if you have a car there, you can drive wherever the goddamn hell you
But like
wish.
this train has a dedicated itinerary.
There, it has.
I'm saying
So they
once
would
he
stop in a
because
certain
I
place.
know
that.
They would
because it's
spend the
really
day there and then
cheap
move.
and it's very
I
convenient.
know that, but once he gets to BC, he doesn't have his car. Oh, how is he gonna get to
It's cheap and convenient.
one side of the
that's
city
it.
to the
Okay.
other? How's he
You
supposed to
want-
go
you-
from this city to that city or that country or
Is there
that?
a pencil in this room?
I think there's one over there. Yeah. Under the wallet.
Under the wall. Okay. I think that Justin's ultimately arguing about the pros and cons of time and plan management.
Okay.
Yes? Okay?
car
So
in
pro-
general.
And a con. Okay, so of driving.
Yeah,
Driving. What's the pro of driving?
When you're getting there, you can stop whenever you want to piss, to buy food,
Freedom,
to
right.
eat whatever you want.
Freedom.
You can go to whatever
Okay.
route you
counterpoint.
believe. Okay.
Counterpoint.
Okay.
You have too much freedom because you don't even know what to do.
You're just driving.
You're just driving.
West.
You're literally just driving.
I know.
And you don't know anything about the area.
It's a straight goddamn line on the freeway.
Okay.
It's a straight goddamn line. So you see something cool and you stop, right?
Yeah.
But you don't know about the like. What if you're missing out? Let's say there's like a sapphire on the road, and you stop and see that. 2 miles down.
I know, but like-
diamond.
Okay, but like
It's like when you're mining in
on-
Minecraft.
on
and you're
the
like,
way to
fuck
BC,
it, I'm gonna stop here. Diamond's the next.
I
block.
hope you know, on the way to BC, you can stop on the major cities of each province and just stay there for a little, like a day or half a day, and then get back on the road.
Yeah, but what the
You
fuck
can
are you
do
gonna
that
do? You
on-
don't know anything about that area.
Just stop and eat some food and just check out the place or whatever.
But you can do that literally anywhere. You could go to some shitty
Okay.
fucking town in Ontario.
Exactly.
And it would be like you're.
Okay.
Look.
Justin.
Okay, Justin.
Okay, once-
Imagine I fucking drugged you. I put ketamine in your juice. Okay, and I threw you into some town, somewhere on the north of Ontario. And I told you, I left you a note in your pocket, said, "Welcome to Vancouver." You wouldn't know the difference, right? You wouldn't know. It's the same shit. It's the same thing. You could be in Vancouver, but you're not experiencing Vancouver. And look, I agree with you. I want to go on a road trip too.
Yeah.
But I'm not going on a road trip if you don't do any research. That's my argument.
Yeah.
Okay,
And this trip would be a lot better because you go on that train with people who know what they're doing.
We'll plan the route out, but
Okay.
I'm saying
You're not even playing the route out on your
I-
fucking Japan trip.
You
That's a
don't-
year of your life.
You don't
If
have
you're
a
going on
plan.
this
How much
road
am I
trip,
going to trust you?
if you're going on the road trip, we'll plan out a route, but The thing is, we can make changes whenever we want because we're the
Yes, you
controlling
can.
the wheel.
It was gonna be the same thing in May.
If you're
We
planning,
obviously we don't have
right,
to do everything.
there's always a room for being spontaneous, right?
How can you be spontaneous when you're on a train? You can't change direction suddenly. And just
Because
go-
you know where you're going, and from the point that you're going, there are always subways, trains
Alright,
that
bro.
you're going to.
By the time you get to Vancouver, when you have a car to just drive around the city, go wherever, you can go from
You could
Vancouver
do-
to Whistler in like a couple hours and go hiking or go biking or
Yeah,
go
you could do the
skiing.
same thing by train, or bus, or subway.
No one wants to sit in a bus and shit like that.
Justin, that's
Have
not
you-
an argument.
Wait. In middle school, you never like had like a school trip,
School
I
trip.
did, yeah.
like to another like, province or
okay.
something.
Not to another
Oh,
province. No.
I went to New York and Quebec. We took buses.
That's great.
Yeah, it was okay. I went to private school.
It's
That's
a
why I did
car.
it. No, we
Bus
were in a
is a
bus.
car, I know.
Yeah, it was in a, yeah.
A
But
bus
I
is
wasn't
not
driving.
a train.
Weren't we just talking about buses? You said you didn't want to sit in a bus. I'll give you an example of a bus.
Oh. Like, I don't want to sit in the TTC. for
You think
Yeah,
example.
TTC doesn't go to fucking Vancouver.
Don't you think that?
Okay,
TTC all the
obviously
time-
there's Vancouver public transit or whatever. I don't want to take that to the mall and shit like that. I want to just drive to the mall, park my car, and fucking, and then
have
drive
a
to
point.
Chinatown and eat. Like, I don't want to take a bus here, transfer here,
Justin,
fucking do this shit. And
Justin,
who the
Justin.
fuck wants to do that shit?
Justin, so what you're saying is that you want to go to
Like, you live in
Vancouver-
Toronto, you like
Listen,
driving
listen,
around.
listen.
You want to go to Vancouver just because it's nice having a car around, right? And you like to having a car around, right?
Also, the road trip just sounds way better than just sitting on a train
Yeah,
and falling
because
asleep.
because you like it, right?
I've never done it. I don't know if I like it or not.
Well, you would
It's the
prefer.
classic.
Yes, I would prefer it.
That's the classic
I would
Justin.
prefer it.
The same way, I wouldn't prefer it because it's my opinion.
You're not even gonna drive. That's the thing.
Yeah, and I can't drive, right? That's why I'm not
exactly. So
doing
if
it.
you were
Okay, to
being
be honest
dri-
though, what is the difference? to
if
Patrick?
you were
Huh?
being driven, what's the difference?
Yeah, let-
for
to
you.
be honest, what is the difference?
Of
for
course
you?
it's a difference
'Cause
for
you're not
me.
a driver.
Justin, let him talk. What?
What is the difference for you as a passenger who would never be at the pilot seat?
If I knew
You have literally no
you guys
control
would
over the car.
take care of the chauffeuring, then
Chauffeur, huh?
But that's implied.
then sure I would do it. But like, I wouldn't want to make you guys do it if you didn't want to.
You're not
we're
making
volunteering.
any-
We want to.